In order for Economic Community of West Africa States, ECOWAS, and their member states to make right policies that would boost cross-border partnership, 3 officials from the International Trade Center, ITC, and GIZ embarked on a project to assess the activities taking place at the cross-border using semi-border corridor as a case study. Receiving the theme, the Executive Secretary CEO of Nigerian Shippers Council, Barrister Akuta Pius, appreciated the officials for embarking on the research.
The GIZ, I know that you have so many projects in Nigeria. I know even in the justice sector you have a lot of projects that you are undertaking. Like Oliver Twist, I want to ask for more projects. You bring them here, because this is where the focus of the economy is now. And if we must grow this economy aggressively, we must have to get our rights, our acts right here. So Shippers Council is a partner, and I want you to take our partnership to the next level. Do whatever you can, draw more programs and projects to the Nigerian Shippers Council that we focus on engagement with our stakeholders. We need those stakeholders' engagement at the highest level of it all. I want to thank you for taking your time to embark on this, and I promise you that we'll give you all the necessary support.
The MD of Okeland Best Limited, Elizabeth Olarewaju, spoke on the need for scanners to be provided at the cross-border points.
How can we manage the women? Because the women cannot move to the level of his conversation. There's nothing you are going to do about that. You are not going to move a woman that is a peasant farmer to become a graduate overnight. So they are going to have their 5 baskets every day. And we need to have them documented. Can we have like a ticket that shows women between 1 and 10 baskets? Can we have a ticket that shows between 10 and 25? Can we have the one that shows just 50, 100, something like that, that will not register with a card, that will not take so long to handle at the junction, possibly have a female appearance? My concern has always been, when they cross to the other side, do you know if they die, there is no way you will have the record. They just go down this flood like that. If anything should happen, if a woman crossed the border, if anybody crossed the border with informal business, if anything happens, there is no record, either of the financials or the humanity aspect of it. There will not be any record, and they can be like that for days without nobody being able to give account of what has happened to them. There is no way we can overemphasize one-stop shop for the agency. We are not saying NDLA we should not check, but when an agency comes in to check, we should expect that agency to come on behalf of everybody and check thoroughly. And the scanner cannot be withdrawn. Let scanner be in place. When there is a challenge, the scanner will reveal exactly what has happened, what transpired, and we can be able to do the analysis and get who is the culprit.
The government policy is not for us at all. When they want to cross border, no any information on it. It's only Nigeria. I went to Burkina Faso, Togo, Ghana, Benin. Nothing like that. The day they closed the border here in Nigeria, we have about 20 trucks at the border.
ITC officials equally gave an insight into why they embarked on the research and what the ECOWAS member state stands to gain.
My name is Kabir Adamu Hassan. I am the Regional Technical Advisor for Trade Facilitation under the ECOWAS Agricultural Trade Program, which is a BMZ-funded program implemented by the GIZ and co-collaborating with ITC and OECD. And we came here to pay a courtesy visit to the ES of the Nigeria Shippers Council as close allies and partners in implementation of trade facilitation at various border crossings within the region. And we're happy to have this engagement, and we've shared some preliminary findings we have gotten in the course of our assessment report that we're putting together that would inform further development of measures that will be tested in selected border crossing points within the region, and how to upscale it for the rest of the Africa region. Thank you.
So we are here to collect experiences from the Nigerian Shippers Council. Prior to our visit here, we had already visited the Border Information Center at Semekrake, where the Nigerian Shippers Council manages a structure that collects information and that shares information to cross-border traders, especially on that particular border crossing point. So we are here at the HQ to get information from the members, especially on trade facilitation measures that we could improve upon, or perhaps recommendations for trade facilitation measures that we think can solve pertinent problems and issues and obstacles within that border crossing point.
This clearly came about due to the challenges that have been highlighted by stakeholders along the channels of trading across Africa, coupled with the fact that issue of food insecurity and high prices of food within the region, as well as the issues of malnutrition within the region that led to the development of this program, and hence in a bid to try and address the challenges with proposed solutions, it became necessary to do an assessment of what is already existing as based on the efforts of the regional body, ECOWAS, as well as the member states, and how to improve, introduce or upscale what is already in the region as solutions, and where it doesn't exist, we can look at how we can introduce that.
My name is Timothée Brunotto. I am a trade facilitation advisor at the International Trade Center, joint agency of the United Nations and the WTO, based in Geneva. This is all about trying to facilitate trade across the borders in West Africa, and more specifically at the Semekrake border between Nigeria and Benin. We have conducted in-depth studies to understand how it's going currently, and we have consulted all stakeholders that evolve along that corridor between Bagadre and Cotonou. We'll be supporting solution at that border in partnership, we hope, with the Shippers Council, and build over the good results that have been conducted over many years, and build on the existing solutions to make them more inclusive, to make them work for a maximum number of people in Nigeria and beyond.
Okay, so my name is Adora Wono. This is a very worthy collaboration with us and our partners, the GIZ. The essence of this, of course, is to look at the issues militating against a seamless cross-border trade, which is something we're very particular about in the Nigerian Shippers Council. Of course, you'll agree with me that collaboration works the magic of exponential growth. So when there's collaboration, a lot more happens. So that's why this collaboration is happening, so that we can deepen our efforts across the region in dealing with these bottlenecks that are known to hamper free flow of trade across the region. Of course, we know we're talking about AFCFTA. So some of these things will need to be dismantled consciously and deliberately so that trade would happen. Because when trade happens, when you facilitate trade, more trade will happen. And it works for everybody, and that's prosperity for everybody. So this is a worthy collaboration between us and our partners, GIZ, ITC. It's a continuous thing, because we are in Shippers Council, we have a long-standing commitment in dealing with these issues.
International Trade Center (ITC) is a co-implementer under the ECOWAS Agricultural Trade Program, which is aimed at providing intra-regional agricultural trade at border crossing points. Joy Enamuna, Seabed TV.